Right, let's see if I can get my channel deleted forever. I'm going to talk about Israel and the elephant in the room, which, well, people are talking about it, definitely in comments, about their affiliation, or Tommy's affiliation with Israel, and the fact that pretty much most of the speakers on the stages at the United Kingdom events are very supportive of Israel, and that's fine. I will say openly, Israel has a right to exist. If that makes me a Zionist, then I think the term is too broad. But I don't think it has a right to meddle and interfere in other nations. And I pretty much had enough of that. I'm going to reference a video I watched yesterday, and I'll put a link in the description below, by David Curtin, a man who I respect enormously. I have a lot of admiration for David Curtin and his Heritage Party, and I do think you should all check out the Heritage Party. I've said many times that he would be the one I would prefer, but reality is he's never going to gain that much support. There's no chance that there would be a heritage event attended by hundreds of thousands of people. There just wouldn't be. And I've said in previous videos a few times that I wish the likes of Ben Habib, Rupert Lowe would get together with David Curtin, with Gerard Batten, like form a new party with these guys as well. Have them in the fold. If you have to take a back seat, then take a back seat. Let one of them lead. And he explained why he wasn't there, and he wasn't invited. Simple as that. Ben Habib was invited, and Ben Habib on stage stated that why is he the only British politician on that stage? Well, it's because David Curtin wasn't invited. Why wasn't he invited? I don't know. That this is where the people that are further ahead down the sort of the Israel thing than I am are going to blame the Jews. Probably right, I guess. So going forwards, I'm going to now explain why I will still be very much involved in this United Kingdom. And it means, a little compromise from me there. But that movement is huge, and it has the potential to completely eliminate our establishment. If enough people go, and that's why I said in a previous video, I'd like the next event to be broadcast live around the country in different cities, so that you could have attendances in those cities where thousands, tens of thousands of people all gather together in a sort of celebratory mood and watch the screens and watch the event live. And I think that would be wonderful and achievable. Difficult, but achievable. So I'm not going to be that much of a Puritan at this stage. I think that can come later. I think choose your battles, get behind the thing. Sorry, can't think of many words. I come up with thing. The thing that is uniting more of us and will wake up enough people. Don't attack those people that are new to being woken up and start sort of saying, "Oh, the Jews this and the Jews that," because what's the point? You're gonna maybe shy people away from uniting under one banner. Those things can be looked at later. And as I say, like, if let's just say things don't go as bad as I think they're going to, and we're able to replace this establishment without too much of a fuss, which I think that's wishful thinking. And we have a new leader, and they go and submit at the Wailing Wall or what have you, like all the others do, then I've got a big problem with that. And it needs to be right, Israel. Why have you been doing this? Why are you involved here? No, get out, carry on, be Israel, and leave us out of it. defeat Hamas. Yes, wipe them out. By all means, just keep me out of it. And this is why then I would say, then this is probably what's going to get me, this channel, in trouble, or this video like limited to just a few views, or just, not allowed, is that, as we would all agree, that Hamas don't care about Palestinians, and in fact they love dead Palestinians because it breeds sympathy for them and their cause, also they put themselves in amongst children and women and families, and they launch rockets into Israel indiscriminately to kill as many Jews as they can, because they want to annihilate every Jew from the planet, right? But in the same breath, I will say Netanyahu it finds it extremely convenient when there are dead Jews, because he can then use that to do what he does. And was Israel back in the day involved in the creation of Hamas? I don't know. That's where you go down the rabbit hole a little bit. But I've heard that talked about. I haven't bothered looking into it because, maybe why wouldn't he? And I think Netanyahu's reign, when war ends, he's done, and he's probably held for war crimes. There you see, you can criticize both sides and just not want to be part of it. Was there something else I was going to say? There probably was, but I mean, that's enough to get me in trouble, isn't it? So just the final thought on it is, to those that are being very puritanical about it, about the Tommy thing, is try to get past it. See the reality. This is a movement. It is a very strong movement. It is growing massively and can continue to do so. And if we can use that to root out the cancerous roots that are in every one of our institutions, and get rid of most of those institutions because they're probably not necessary, and just have the basic small government that I want, not a libertarian, not an anarchist, but, leaning that way. But just let us get on with our lives freely. And that's it. I don't know, I'm waffling now, so I'm going to stop there. But you get my point. Anyway, have at it in the comments. Give it to me. I'm sure I'm going to get it for this one. Bye.